Here are the crypto top headlines covered in this video. Grayscale to launch US XRP Trust, paving way for potential ETF. Next, bill seeks to create SEC-CFTC Joint Committee on Digital Assets. Also, judge says CFTC exceeded its authority, halting Kalshi election bets. Welcome to Crypto Top Headlines, where there's no clickbait thumbnails or titles, and no speeches on my opinions, just bringing crypto's news to you. I would greatly appreciate it if you would click on the like and subscribe buttons, as well as the notification bell. It does help support the channel, so thank you in advance for doing so. Now, on to these headlines. Our first top headline, Grayscale to launch US XRP Trust, paving way for potential ETF. Grayscale XRP Trust could potentially pave the way for an XRP ETF, subject to approval by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Grayscale Investments, a major cryptocurrency investment firm, is debuting a new crypto trust linked to the XRP cryptocurrency. Grayscale officially announced on September 12th the creation and public launch of Grayscale XRP Trust, which enables investors to gain exposure to XRP. The firm noted that Grayscale XRP Trust is immediately open for daily subscription by eligible individual and institutional accredited investors. It functions like Grayscale's other single-asset investment trusts and is solely invested in the token underpinning the XRP ledger, or XRPL. How a crypto trust is different from a crypto ETF. According to a report by Fox Business, the launch of Grayscale XRP Trust could potentially pave the way for an XRP exchange-traded fund, which is a different product. An ETF must be approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission since it is marketed directly to retail investors, while a trust's structure and sales pitch to so-called accredited investors gets a lighter regulatory touch, Fox Business's Eleanor Tourette reported. The report also mentioned that Grayscale has published an intended 4-phase product lifecycle for the XRP Trust, which potentially implies the possibility of an XRP ETF in the future. Each product is intended to follow a 4-stage lifecycle with the ultimate goal of uplisting the product to an ETF, Grayscale said on a dedicated FAQ page. As a product progresses through its intended lifecycle, there is a correlated increase in investor access and transparency, the firm noted. XRP has an important real-world use case, says Grayscale. In the announcement, Grayscale's head of product and research, Rehani Sharif Asghari, pointed out that the Grayscale XRP Trust gives investors exposure to a protocol with an important real-world use case, he added. By facilitating cross-border payments that take just seconds to complete, XRP has the potential to transform the legacy financial infrastructure. The XRP ledger is a decentralized public blockchain led by a global community of businesses and developers. The XRPL is designed to provide a number of use cases such as cross-border payment solutions, tokenization, and decentralized finance. Grayscale Investments is one of the world's biggest Bitcoin investment firms, holding 222,300 BTC, about $12.8 billion, in its spot BTC ETF, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust ETF, or GBTC. Since debuting GBTC in January, with the other 10 issuers, Grayscale has emerged as one of the biggest sellers of Bitcoin. It has consistently offloaded billions in BTC from the ETF. After launching 2 spot Ether ETFs in July, Grayscale has also posted multi-billion outflows from the new products. Let me pause here for a moment. If you're getting value out of this video, please click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Our next top headline, bill seeks to create SEC-CFTC Joint Committee on Digital Assets. Congressman John Rose would make the agencies work together and listen to user and industry representatives. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission and Commodity Futures Trading Commission might get along better if they talked more. At least that is what John Rose, House of Representatives member from Tennessee and Financial Services Committee member, hopes. He introduced a bill on September 12th to create a joint advisory committee on digital assets between the agencies. The Joint Advisory Committee on Digital Assets would be created under Rose's bill titled Bridging Regulation and Innovation for Digital Global and Electronic Digital Assets Act. Committee would give industry users a voice. Rose's bill would create a joint committee that would provide advice to the agencies, further law harmonization, examine and disseminate methods of describing, measuring, and quantifying digital assets, and examine ways digital assets and blockchain can improve efficiency and consumer protection in financial markets. The committee would be made up of at least 20 non-governmental members representing the digital asset industry, digital asset users, and academics. The agencies would have a single representative each. The agencies would be required to respond publicly to the committee's recommendations. Committee members would serve for 2 years and meet at least twice a year. Crypto has a friend in Rose. Rose said in a statement provided to Cointelegraph that the United States' current regulation by enforcement approach to digital assets encourages investment in them overseas. He added, "The Joint Advisory Committee on Digital Assets will provide a framework for the government and private sector partners to cooperate on a path toward success for the regulatory landscape of digital assets and private sector participants." Rose received an A rating from the Coinbase-backed Stand with Crypto Political Action Committee. He voted in favor of the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, or FIT21. He also supported the House Joint Resolution on overturning the SEC's Staff Accounting Bulletin 121 and the failed attempt to override the president's veto of it. He was a co-sponsor of the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act. Our next top headline, Judge says CFTC exceeded its authority, halting Kalshi election bets. According to Judge Gia Cobb, having Kalshi offer contracts on whether a chamber of Congress will be controlled by a specific party in a given term was not unlawful. A federal judge has granted partial summary judgment in Kalshi's case against the United States Commodity Futures Trading Commission, paving the way for the prediction market to list bets related to elections. In a September 12th opinion filed in the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, Judge Gia Cobb said that the CFTC exceeded its statutory authority by issuing an order halting Kalshi's election markets. The commission argued that gambling on the U.S. political races could disrupt markets and potentially threaten election integrity. Kalshi's contracts do not involve unlawful activity or gaming, said Judge Cobb. They involve elections, which are neither. Although the court acknowledges the CFTC's concern that allowing the public to trade on the outcome of elections threatens the public interest, this court has no occasion to consider that argument. Elections aren't gaming. The judge's opinion suggested that Congress must issue an order authorizing the CFTC to block Kalshi's activities. Under federal or state law, Judge Cobb said Kalshi's elections contracts do not involve activity that is unlawful or constitute gaming. Kalshi's event contracts ask buyers to take a yes or no position on whether a chamber of Congress will be controlled by a specific party in a given term. That question involves elections, politics, Congress, and party control, but nothing that any party to this litigation has identified as illegal or unlawful activity. It's unclear if the decision will immediately result in Kalshi offering users the ability to take positions and trade on U.S. congressional elections. There are 54 days until U.S. Election Day, with early voting in Pennsylvania expected to begin on September 16th. The court's opinion in Kalshi echoes the concerns I raised more than 2 years ago when the CFTC first embarked on a creative reading of its own rules and governing statutes in this matter, said CFTC Commissioner Caroline Pham. Oftentimes, the simplest explanation for what a law means is the correct one. The Commission would do well to learn from this experience and respect the limitations of its authority. Judge Cobb initially issued a decision on September 6th that would have allowed Kalshi to move forward with listing election bets. However, on September 9th, she stayed that order in response to an emergency motion from the CFTC. The case has been in limbo since that filing. Crypto prediction platform Polymarket lists many contracts based on whether U.S. Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris or Republican Donald Trump will carry individual states in the Electoral College or win the election outright in November. At the time of publication, the platform and national polls showed the candidates in a virtual dead heat. So this concludes Crypto Top Headlines. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Also, leave your thoughts in the comments and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you all for watching Crypto Top Headlines, bringing crypto's news to you.